Live and direct with a 4-5 in the tech. Yo player, partner, player. Back with another installment. All my constituents of Lush World, we in the building. This one about to go crazy. By now, y'all understand the assignment. Hit the like, share, subscribe, run up the numbers. You feel me? And since we got a Bay Area legend in our presence today, don't just hit that like button. Turf dance all over it. You feel me? You got to turf dance all over that like button. Go crazy. Yeah. Run it up one time for the Vallejo 707. Say it backwards.
Bro.
We going crazy with it. Off ridden it. Y'all know the vibes. And like I said previously, there's no nation like donation, but it's free to hit that like button. So let's run it up. With that being said, Yhung T.O.
What is it?
What's cracking with you, my guy?
Shit, I ain't know shit, bro.
That's right, man. I think it's safe to say that I'm an aficionado of hip hop in general,
Okay.
in particular Bay Area music.
Okay.
That's like my heart and soul.
Yeah.
Since I was a youth, you know, I study all the nuances, all the like the history.
Yeah.
It's a huge part of who I am, and it's safe to say you were a part of what I consider one of the greatest groups
For sure.
in Bay Area history. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, now you still have a stellar and continuously evolving solo career, but you came in the game in a squad, and that impact you made,
For sure. Hell yeah.
it's absolutely tremendous.
Hell
You know what I
yeah.
mean?
Shit was legendary for sure.
Legendary, to say the least. And at an interesting time in Bay Area music as well. You know, there's that post-hyphy era.
Yeah.
A lot of, I feel like the region is always ever evolving with the sound and the texture and all that, but kind of seemed like people didn't really know where it was going to go.
Yeah.
What was going to become the next sound of the Bay. I mean, you had the live wire thing going on, which is incredible, and they was kind of holding it down, but like there was a big open lane, it seemed like.
Yeah. Then you had like HBK.
HBK, absolutely.
They was doing their shit.
Absolutely.
Then Neff was doing his shit.
Neff up in the Valley Joe as well.
And we just came through and just wiped shit out.
Yeah, y'all really did. Now, let's go back to the point of origin. Vallejo, California. I lived in the Bay for, 12, 13, 14 years. I actually lived in the Vallejo for a while, right off of Magazine Street.
Okay, that's the South.
Yeah, in the hillside over there.
Yeah. That's where E40 and shit from.
Yep. I was right down the block from Bodie and them, but I was like in a newer development. It was called Crystal Point. So it was like newer homes that they made, but it was right off of Magazine. And I had a little spot over there on Lemon and Solano, also on the south side over there. But you're from the north side of Vallejo.
Yeah, I'm from the north.
Yeah, and
shit, I've been all over Vallejo though. My family from the south. Well, my family ain't from the south, but they moved from like Arkansas to the east, and then they kind of just like was in the south type shit. Like as a little kid, I grew up like being in the south and shit. I didn't live all over. I didn't live in the east. I didn't live fucking like all over the V, but like when I was in 3rd grade, that's when I moved to the north, and I just stayed from that point on.
Okay. And how would you describe Vallejo in comparison to the rest of the Bay Area? Because it's kind of its own world.
I really say, yeah, like it's his own thing, but these days, like this shit so intertwined that it became like Vallejo and Richmond damn near like the same shit at this point right now. Like, other than that, though, it's like as far as like, what you mean as far as like what though?
Just like culturally, you know what I mean? Like, lifestyle, all that.
I say if like growing up, well, like when I was growing up, like even though we had like Mac Dre, we had E40, so you had people like probably like in the crest and shit that like was claiming the crest, like that wanted to be from the crest, but like outside of the crest, everywhere else in Vallejo, like growing up, nobody was from Vallejo. Like
really,
nobody wanted to be from Vallejo. Like if you asked anybody like where they was from type shit, they'd be like, oh shit, I'm from Oakland. Most majority of motherfuckers wanted to be from Oakland for real.
Right.
In Vallejo at the time when I was growing up in my generation. Everybody wanted to be from Oakland. And everybody wanted to be from Richmond. You ain't really had no. Well, we had a few motherfuckers like that actually was from the city, who like went to middle school and shit with us. But other than that, everybody like, and I'm talking about motherfuckers that I knew since I was in elementary school type shit. So ain't no
here,
fucking way
Yeah.
you could be from Oakland. But everybody was claiming Oakland. Everybody was claiming Richmond and shit. Like until my generation, like. I don't know about the older people, but I'm talking about like my generation, the shit that I seen from elementary school on up until we came in high school and we really like put this Vallejo shit on the map. That's when everybody from the V, now you got different hoods and different sections in the V. When I was growing up, it was just like you had the South, you had the North, like I said, the Crest, College Park, you had all these different spots, but niggas wasn't really just like claiming that. Like it was more like on some Team Vallejo shit. Like everybody was just claiming Vallejo. Like
right.
It was just a Vallejo movement until once we came and it was like we really started the politics. Like I say, because like I can't speak for like the older generations and shit like that, but shit wasn't really up like that in Vallejo. Like we was kind of slow when it came to really just like really getting into it type shit. Like every other city, they been having generations of funk and shit like that going on
right
for like years and shit. Like once we came, we the ones who really turned this shit up to another level type shit. Like to make motherfuckers want to be like, oh, I'm from the V, I'm from Vallejo, I came from Vallejo, woo, woo, woo. But at first it was like niggas didn't want to be from Vallejo because niggas from Vallejo, we really didn't have shit going on. Like and then like I guess you could say the Crescent and South had their little shit. They was probably just like some fighting shit. I don't really know, but it wasn't really like, you feel me? Because me growing up, I done seen OGs and shit from the South and the Crest. They all fucking with each other, shit like that. So like it wasn't really until we came to where we really turned the shit up type shit. And then my little brother, you feel me? He from the rich for real. So like the way we bonded and we connected,
like your biological brother or?
Nah, like
your brother. Yeah.
Like the way we put this shit together and connected, then we made everybody else want to go basically, you feel me, intertwine with the other niggas in Richmond and shit like that. So it just kind of put Vallejo and Richmond all into like one situation type shit. But other than that, like when I was a kid, this shit was just like some one Vallejo type shit. Like everybody had their little shit. Like it was like older niggas, like Flat Master, my uncles. We had Ozcat Radio. Shit, we had, you feel me? Juneteenth. Like we had the fucking Boys and Girls Club,
Marine World.
When it was Marine World,
right?
Like before it was Six Flags type shit.
Right.
So
which is right by y'all hood too. That's near like the Crest side,
yeah, for sure. I ain't from the Crest, but yeah,
from the north. Yeah,
but it's right there though. But so like growing up as a kid, bro, it was really like it was more shit, like more positive shit that was going on in the city.
It's
like
pretty small too.
Yeah, it's small as fuck. It's probably the smallest city out of everything. The only thing that might be a little smaller than that might be like Benicia or something.
Yeah.
But other than that, we probably the smallest for sure. Like we got basically one freeway.
Right.
And you could literally just take like one street, like a 20-minute tops, probably drive from one side of the city to the whole other end of the city. So we small as fuck for real.
Yeah, just the 80 all the way through it basically.
Yeah, for sure. And then you could like get off, like I don't know what the fuck that freeway called, but like if you going towards like trying to get off like for the Marine World exit and all that shit.
Highway 4? Is that what it is?
4.
Yeah.
It's the 4 for sure. So But other than that, like that's just like a few. Like you probably got 1, 2, 3. You got literally 3 exits off the 4, and then you on a one way going towards Petaluma and all that shit.
Right.
So it's real. It's small as fuck for real. And then probably even on the 80, it's like probably like 5.
Yeah,
5.
You get
like 5 exits.
So you grew up basically knowing everybody in the city type shit, like.
Yeah, for sure. Cause when you younger, like in elementary school and shit like that, everybody be together type shit. Like it don't really be, because we all going to different schools and shit and different like that. It don't really start until you get into like high school and shit. That's when shit start, like, depending on what side of the city you on and shit, that's when that kind of shit start mattering. But
right
before that, it's just kind of like everybody just know each other type shit. But yeah, around high school and shit, that's when politics and shit start getting involved, like where you from and all that type of shit.
And it's funny, like, because you know, back, like, I'm 41 years old, so when I was, what are you, like 24? Yeah
24.
When I was your age and out there running around, and it, like, there was periods of time where it'd be like Richmond is funking with Vallejo, and there'd be like funk like that, or like fools would get into it in Vallejo with fools from Sac and shit, like random shit. But you got to cross a bridge to even get to where y'all are at. So like, and it's interesting looking at comparing growing up in LA. You know, we're a gang town. We got legitimate sets that have existed for 50 years, 60 years at this point now. Out there though, the turf funk, like you said.
Yeah, but that just like, if you really study the Bay Area, you would really see, like, because a lot of people think like, all right, boom, with the LA shit, the Bloods and Crips and all that kind of shit, that's what divided black people and started this gang shit. Because, you know, a lot of other states and shit picked this shit up,
right, and
start gangbanging and shit. But in the Bay Area, if you study the Bay Area, you will realize and you will see that it's way deeper than a nigga claiming red or a nigga claiming blue, because we don't got no flags and we still in war. You feel me? So it just go to show you that it ain't niggas picking up flags and going to and gangbang woo woo. It's deeper than that. It's systematic. You feel me?
It's a result of oppression and shit. Yeah,
it's environmental and systematic. You feel me? It's like you basically putting a bunch of fucking lions in one small area, or like a caged area, like in a zoo or something, and then throwing one piece of steak or 2 pieces of steak out there, and then they gotta, you feel me, figure out how they all gonna eat.
And that steak is the drug trade or prostitution or whatever is.
Not even that. I'm saying the steak is like survival.
Okay.
The steak is food.
Right.
Like literally. Like
right.
To eat. Like to live. You feel me?
Yeah, that's deep, fool.
So like,
that's real talk.
When you put in a situation like that, like being from Vallejo, like I think we was like the first city to go bankrupt.
Y'all were.
So
y'all were originally the capital of California, and then went bankrupt. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just like, since I was born, this shit was like, for like, to put it in perspective, like, on my dad's side of my family and shit, they came from Arkansas to Vallejo. But as of recently, like a year ago, I just went like to see where they came from type shit. So out there, it's like, what is it called? It's called like Helena or some shit like that. But it's in Arkansas. And out there, it's like nothing. Like a few places, but other than that, it's literally nothing out there. Like,
make Vallejo look like New York City type shit.
It make Vallejo look beautiful,
right?
You feel me? So coming from that perspective, you would think like, damn, all right, so they coming from all the way out there. Out here, you would think like, nigga, for a better life in their mind. They think that this shit, that it's a better life because it's more opportunities and shit from what they come from. But it's still the ghetto when you just born into it and you don't know nothing else. You feel me? So with that being said, it's like, we had certain little opportunities and shit like that better than I would say that they got now. But to us at that time, it really wasn't nothing for real. Like, you know, it really wasn't nothing. Like, it's an amusement. We got an amusement park, but it was like, that shit didn't really feel like much to us for real.
It didn't seem like that wasn't cracking when you was a kid. Like
it was cracking because that's all we had. But it was like once you got something for so long, or once it's all you know, I guess you could say you used to it. You don't know how much it means. Like, you know what I mean? Like going out there and seeing that like damn, and then coming out here it's like, oh shit, at least we got an amusement park. We got shit to do.
Right.
Out there it's like, nigga, you probably just fishing or something.
Yeah.
Or some shit like that. Or you might go, they got probably little meetup spot where they go hang out like on some juke joint type shit.
Playing hella sports and shit.
No, I'm
Football.
saying like for fun.
Oh
type
yeah,
shit.
yeah, that too. Yeah.
Like on some for fun type shit. Like, and ain't really shit to do. Right. So if you look at it from that point, like, all right, yeah, we had shit to do. But from just us, this is all we know. We felt like we didn't have shit to do. That's how we felt. Like, you feel me? Because this is all we know. We was stuck in that bubble. You feel me?
So when you was younger, you said essentially that it was you weren't really cognizant of the politics and the different funk that was going on.
Yeah, because around that time it really wasn't. Like, you know what I mean? It really wasn't. It was just like, see, like, I went to Solano Middle School, so we had uniform.
Okay.
You feel me? So due to the fact that you got uniform, you probably got to worry about, like, and then you got some people who went against the dress code and shit, but then they started ooh. So at some point you got to wear something of the dress code. You feel me?
Right.
But for niggas like me who ain't really have much, you feel me? Like, with my grandma and shit like that, like, we went school shopping every summer to make sure we had some new shit, but it wasn't just like we getting the top notch, we just getting fresh shit. You feel me? New shit, like, you know what I mean? Name brand shit, don't get me wrong, but it's just like, you know, it ain't just like what at the time what you would consider just like the flyest shit though. You feel me? It was more about having a roof over your head. You feel me? Like, we had comfortable living. Like, you know what I mean? Like, some people might have been able to have the fly shit with whoop, but they wasn't comfortable living, or they might not have had parents, or so you know. So at least a nigga had love in his household, and a nigga had a roof over his head, and a nigga didn't have to go too many nights without heat or too many nights without lights and shit like that. Food, you feel me? So the basic needs was met. But once you start getting into high school and shit, and you ain't got that dress code no more, and you gotta have some fly shit on from top to bottom, cause now it actually matter type shit, that's when your mind start wondering. That's when you start like, you start realizing like, man, I actually don't got this, or I ain't got that, or I ain't got this, like, and you start wanting shit, you feel me? And then that's when the hunger for money come into play. And when that money for hunger come into play, you realize how little resources it is for money at that time. Like right now, you know, with the internet and all this shit, it's like motherfuckers be like, oh, it's a million ways you can go make money, and But I was born in 98, you feel me? So we was like in the middle. Like we was the internet age, but we was still outside. Yeah. Like the internet really didn't hit fully until my teens type shit.
Y'all were the last generation that was outside.
Yeah, like in my younger ages, we outside. Like, you feel me? We outside trying to stay to the street lights come on. This new generation shit, they don't know about that. Right. But like that, so we still got some of them old morals and shit from back in the day type shit. And I was raised by my grandparents and shit, so you know, a nigga's kind of old school or old soul in a way. Right. You feel me?
So okay. So you're saying around high school you started to notice a change. Did you were there situations where it's like homies you grew up with and that you were fucking with, all of a sudden you're like, damn, like we're low key, I don't want to say like ops or whatever, they become the other side low key?
You know, to keep it all the way real, bro, Like, we had some niggas, you feel me, we had the suckers and shit we wasn't fucking with. But what really divided my city more than all that was hate and jealousy. Like, so once we like, everybody knew us type shit when we was coming up type shit, where we all know each other.
Because you're already rapping in high school.
Yeah. But I've been rapping since elementary school.
Right.
Everybody know me personally.
Yeah.
Like, this before the SOB, RBE shit, any of that, I was Mac One the Beast. Like, since I was 8 years old. So everybody already know me type shit. I know everybody. Everybody know me type shit. But they know me for the rap shit type shit. But like I said, boom, so high school come woo. So the music shit, so we ain't even gonna go into the street shit. We gonna talk about the music shit, cause I'm gonna show you specifically what I mean by how shit is systematic with the resources, and how motherfuckers want something and they can't get it, and then they go against each other and they fight each other, you feel me, for it. So boom, let's just say, okay, we come with the SOB RBE shit, right? Boom. Now, if you go back and you look at all our videos and shit like that, we got a lot of motherfuckers in our videos. Like,
a lot.
We bringing the city out type shit. Like, if you ain't like direct, like it's some niggas that me and my niggas funking with, cause we the ones with the funk. Like, we the ones in the street. So everybody else, they cool with everybody. You feel me? It wasn't until my little brother Tutu died that niggas started to want to be street niggas. You feel me? Before that, we was the only street niggas that was doing this shit. So with that being said, everybody was cool. So even it might have not even been niggas that I was cool with per se like that, but since the niggas in my group cool with them and they calling them come to the video, everybody popping out. So we bringing the whole city out. We turn up. You look anti all that. We bringing the whole city out. We bringing everybody out. Like, if you really peep game and you really study, a lot of the people that so-called got problems and issues and had issues with niggas when we blew up type shit,
they was in the video with y'all.
They was in the videos with us. It was niggas that was around. It was niggas that was coming to shows that we that niggas then been in the trap with, then laid hooks for, then, you feel me? But it's just like, but when we going, we leaving and we going on these big tours and we doing all this shit, they still there. So to them, it's like, nigga, what make him more special than me? We come from the same shit. I was just in the same trap with him. We on the same track. How his shit taking off and my shit not? But they don't know the answer. None of us know the answer for real. It's just, nigga, whoever chosen by God is who chosen, and nigga who ain't chosen is who not chosen. So at the end of the day, it started being a lot of hating shit, backdooring shit, snake shit, niggas pulling whole shit, like niggas trying to backdoor the homies and shit while they down bad. If you from the city, you know, like niggas, you feel me, taking shit from certain niggas and shit like that. Boom. So me being who I am, I'm a stand up nigga. So nigga, if you take something from one of my mans or my homies and them, nigga, we standing on business. Like, that's what we gonna do. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So for me personally, it was like, once niggas start hating and doing weird shit, it was fuck them. You feel me? Fuck these niggas, bro. Like, it's up. Like, whatever y'all want to do, we could do it. Cause I know me, and I know I'm a good-hearted nigga, and I know that I ain't do nothing but look out for niggas, help niggas out. When niggas wanted a song from me, whatever, nigga, come on, bro, I'm getting money, like real money. Like, I'm doing shows. Come on, bro, I'm gold, all kind of shit. And I'm still fucking with y'all. Like, I don't have to, cause there wasn't none of y'all fucking with me when I was Mac One the Beast. But once I became Young T.O. and I started doing this other shit, and the niggas started popping, now all y'all love me and shit, woo. But me just being me, it's like, I already know it's fake love, but it's all good. Like, cause I want to see everybody win. You feel me? Like I told you, niggas didn't want to be from my city. I made niggas want to be from my city.
And that's the coldest part, though, is what those guys probably should have realized is that when a group blows up from a region, everybody starts looking at that region, and then they're gonna get their turn most likely.
Right. And a lot of niggas did.
Right.
A lot of people did. Like, if you go back and you look, even niggas like that so-called had issues with me that'll come out now and tell you, like, to keep it real, I just was in the interviews and shit, like, I just was really we was both doing the same shit, woody whoop. So I just really kind of just went at him out of jealousy type shit. Like they'd tell you now, but they was acting like they was really him or really on something back then. But now they ain't got no motion no more, and the niggas still moving. Now they'll tell the truth. You feel me? But it didn't have to be like that. A lot of niggas got cut out the motion, and a lot of niggas missed out on opportunities because us being the biggest thing that we had coming out the city since fucking Mac Dre and E40.
Right.
And well, shout out to Neff because he was doing his thing. But nigga, once we came in, we just took it to a whole nother level type shit. So it's like once you had us come doing that, like, bro, we brought the spotlight. Like, you feel me? Neff introduced it. And then we took it and nigga blew this shit out of proportion.
Absolutely.
You feel me? So it's like, boom. Once you got that and you got this light on us, bro, this is the opportunity for everybody. If they really sit back and you peep and you see all of these niggas that's doing whatever they doing now, or like, bro, when we was together and we was on, you was doing better.
Right.
And you don't even realize it.
The ceiling was
like,
higher.
Yeah, you was doing better. Like more people was tuned into your shit. Like more people want to hear what you gotta say. But they wasn't getting it as fast as they wanted it. So that's why I said they start doing it, hating shit, they back doing shit, woo woo. So then boom, I'm on some fuck 'em all type shit. But then what they don't realize is now it's like they picking, they dividing and conquering. Oh, we gonna get close with him, we gonna woo woo with him, woo 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 woo. But what they don't know is the more that y'all dividing this shit, the more y'all finna fuck it up for all of us type shit. You feel me? Because when we together and we doing this shit together and we big type shit, like I said, we all eating type shit. But then once you get in these other niggas' heads and woo woo woo, then you had them start thinking like, all right, woo woo. So then niggas like, fuck it, I want to be comfortable. So yeah, fuck that they did my little homie that, and fuck that they did this backdoor shit, and fuck that they fucked up all this money and millions and shit that we got going on. I just want to be able to be comfortable. I just want to, you feel me, be able to be outside and chill at the park. You feel me? And
right.
not have to worry about nothing. You feel me? Go to the store with my flip-flops. Right. So I'm going to go ahead and just be like, oh, no, it's all cool that you did my nigga that. Oh, no, it's all cool that you backdoored me and you did this, you did that. It's all good. We straight.
Nah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
So, boom. So then you do that. So now, boom. You divide and conquer. Then you got niggas selling their souls to be comfortable. So now, what niggas don't realize is you're trying to do everything that we was doing. But what make you think you gonna be able to fuck up the biggest thing that we had going on and then think you gonna become it?
Right.
Fuck no, nigga, you finna be right here where you been at, where you gonna stay at, cause you lame ass niggas fucked up the one opportunity that we had to take this shit to another level, you feel me, and do this shit together.
Well, there's also the aspect of talent. You know what I mean? Like,
but on some real shit, even if you niggas do got talent, you ain't going nowhere, cause nigga, you done burnt all the bridges that you had, nigga. Right. You done took all the fucking opportunity that we had. Like, niggas not gonna want to keep. You feel me? Like, it's a ceiling with this shit, and I'm saying that's my city type shit.
Right.
But you could look around the whole Bay Area in general and see the same thing going on. It ain't just my city.
No, for sure.
You feel me? So it's like, yeah, all right, cool. Yeah, I'm doing my thing. I'm having motion. I'm getting money. Woo. Them niggas doing their thing. They having motion. They getting money. Woo. That's cool. But the opportunities that niggas was bringing was bigger and better. You feel me? Now it's like, nigga, it's like, all right, motherfuckers gotta grow up, and it's like, you either with that or you with this.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Compared to, so now it's just
Now it's basically the same thing as like the color banging down here.
exactly type
Yeah.
shit. You feel me? Compared to, nigga, we was actually having opportunity, nigga, to for niggas to come up and nigga come get in line with this. You feel me? Come, woo, woo, woo. Let's make this shit happen. Let's do better shit. Let's do shit for the kids. Let's do giveaways. Let's do this. Let's do that. Let's do shit for the city. Like, you feel me? But instead of niggas wanting to, but then it's the funny thing. You would talk to niggas and niggas would be like, oh, if I could go back, I'd change this and change that and woo the whoop. It's about being a man and taking care of your family and woo woo woo. Niggas act like they so grown and got all these great perspectives and all this shit. Like, nigga, where was all that perspective and all that shit at when, nigga, this is what we was doing? We was doing for the city. We was putting the city on, nigga. Like, where was all that then when you niggas was sabotaging everything that we was doing type shit?
But don't
where
you
was
feel
that
like
mindset then? You feel me?
Don't you feel like there's an aspect of maturity though as well? I mean, a lot of y'all was like 20 years old.
I feel like niggas don't go nowhere in life, and then they got nothing to do but to sit back and think about it. Like, damn, I fucked up a good opportunity.
Right.
You feel me?
If the play had worked out, they would have been like,
because you gotta understand, we did what we did, so we already cemented in this shit. Me, the other niggas in the group, we already cemented in this shit. So we is who we is. We gonna die legends in this shit.
Right, facts.
You feel me? We already didn't put our feet in the cement. This shit stamped. But the rest of you niggas have had an opportunity and was having opportunities to come in and, you feel me, do the same thing that we did. But now, since y'all fucked up y'all platform, now y'all got to start from ground zero. You feel me? You get what I'm saying? Like, we put in all that groundwork for you niggas to be able to come in and get the spotlight. Bro, when we was doing this shit, bro, I'm telling you, nigga, anybody from Vallejo was making a song, whoop whoop, 100K, 200K, 300K. Like, anybody from Vallejo doing anything, numbers instantly. Like, that's the spotlight we had on this shit. Now when you talk about this shit, motherfuckers want to talk about some T.O. and the boy beef and when y'all gonna get back together and whoop and blah 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 and all this dumb shit. That's not making nobody nothing. That ain't gonna do nothing but get somebody hurt playing with the wrong nigga.
Right.
You feel me? So it's like, at the end of the day, but see, at the same time, a nigga do understand it though. Cause see, a lot of these niggas don't know what they do. Like, they don't know what they do. Like, you feel me? Like,
they weren't looking at the big picture.
They don't know.
Yeah.
Like, you get what I'm saying? They don't know. Like, this, to them, this is their opportunity.
Right.
Like, you get what I'm saying? But that go back to the systematic shit that I'm saying. So we don't even got no colors and no nothing, nigga. We just got success. And success starts generations of war. So that's how fucked up our communities is, bro. That you can have success, that black men could come together with success, and that success can start generations of war.
That's it's a really unique perspective on it, but very on point. And
that's how fucked up the system is, bro.
Do you feel like, I mean, basically you already implied that it was due to the success.
But it's economics, bro.
No, it's economics.
That's what it is. It's economics. If you think about it, it's economics. Because, nigga, okay, let's say 2020, right? Boom. During 2020, if you noticed and you peeped, when everybody was getting their money and shit, a lot of niggas wasn't tripping like that.
Right.
And then when we was having them riots and shit like that, like, nigga, I seen it with my own two eyes. I'm talking about niggas is in the streets moving around, boo woo, together. Hey, where it's at? Where we going? Where we moving? Boo woo. It's over here. We over there. Boom, boom, nigga. Boom, boom. Everybody moving, units together as one.
Yeah.
Everybody fucking shit up. Everybody getting it in. Everybody getting their money as one. You feel me? So that goes to show you it's economics, bro. A lot of niggas is going together because of that. A lot of niggas is going at each other over that piece of steak that I talked about. You get what I'm saying? And that piece of steak is economics, money, survival. You get what I'm saying?
You got that revolutionary Bay Area Black Panther knowledge.
Nah, for sure. That's why when I got this panther on my neck, that mean I'm in that mode.
Nah, I love to hear it, and that's a big difference. I wish that more people in LA move like that, but the Bay, you know, it's ingrained in the culture.
That's my point. Because see, in LA, it's motherfuckers is blinded by the red and blue. But if you look at the American flag, what is it?
1000%. The cold part is Bloods and Crips are.
So motherfuckers think that the red and blue problem comes from black, but the red and blue actually comes from the white stars.
Facts. But and the cold part is Bloods and Crips started as, from the Black Panther Party, and with the intention of protecting the neighborhoods from oppressive forces, from being bullied by police officers, from white residents and all that. And so it's really similar. But
then you bring economics in it, which is money, crack, drugs, war, guns, violence. But it all comes from what? Economics. Niggas trying to get rich.
It's a fact.
You on my block, you fucking my money up, you woo 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 woo. Then y'all dropping machine guns off mysteriously.
Right.
Come on, bro.
All this ad. I mean, from what you described, it really sounds like, do you feel like as a direct result of y'all's success, SOB RBE, it kind of took the funk in the streets of Vallejo to the next level? Because that's kind of what I heard you implying.
More what I'm applying is that the success of SOB RBE brought more jealousy and hate that divided us more than we were before we even started. You get what I'm saying?
Right, absolutely. That make a lot of sense. Now, going back to the origins of RBE, so Vallejo has, right now it's July 5th. July 5th is the birthday of Mac Dre. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's Mac Dre Day today. So it's kind of interesting that it's very serendipitous that I wound up chopping it up with you, a Vallejo legend yourself.
R.I.P. Mac Dre.
Yeah, there's in peace to the Mac, you feel me? Himself. So growing up, did you, because when I look at, there's very few pockets of flavor, like as small as a city as Vallejo, that, because growing up, the first I ever heard of Vallejo was because of music, was because of Mac Mall, Mac Dre, Ray Love, Selly Cell, E40, Be Legit, The Click, you know what I mean? Like these legendary artists, and there's countless more I can name that,
Yeah, like right now, shit. Like also another thing too, like when I was like, for instance, like when I was doing my shit, back when I was younger, as Mac One and shit, Gabby Wilson was doing her shit too. You feel me? Her.
Right.
That's what her name.
She's amazing.
She was Gabby Wilson back.
Killing the game to this day.
Right, but that's just goes to show you, like, in Vallejo, that's what I was saying. It ain't even about the talent, because we got the talent. Like,
insane amount of talent.
It's talented where I'm from. It's a lot of talent,
especially for such a small concentrated area.
It's the mentality of certain niggas that's fucked up. That is the reason why we don't get further than what we supposed to. You get what I'm saying? It's the mentality. It ain't the talent. That's why I said, nah, it ain't the talent. Because motherfuckers do got talent, but it just be the mentality.
Well, and just to clarify, when I said that earlier, what I was referring to is not just talent, because you're right, there's a lot of talent, but it's the amalgamation of the talent, the image, the specific aesthetic, like the unique sound, like what y'all did at the time when y'all did it.
And it's timing, bro.
It's timing.
It's timing. Like,
I mean, like combining these elements of these really modern, unheard, punchline heavy, streetwise rap styles with like a melodic, because you was being melodic, but you wasn't singing like a on some Loverboy shit. You was singing on some gangster shit, you know what I mean, which was
for sure
hasn't really been done that much. We've seen it, but not really.
For sure, not,
you know what I mean, like not really.
Like if you go back and do your due diligence and shit, like Nate Dogg, you would have
right. That's what I'm saying. Like there's examples.
You would have to give it to him. You would have to give it to Nate Dogg. But after that though, no,
not too many, fool, like at all.
It's like I say, you got Ty Dolla $ign, but Ty Dolla $ign is more
player shit.
Player.
Yeah.
Like I came with the whole other sauce to it.
Right. And then combining that with this, I don't want to say throwback production because it was very much modern.
Was, though.
But it was because there's
a lot of sample based shit.
Exactly.
Like a lot of old style shit. Because what we really did was we really like styled our shit after NWA.
Talk about that.
Like that's kind of how we like what we was going for type shit, like aesthetic wise.
Okay.
Like that's like why the boy was on like his easy type shit.
Yeah.
He was on that type of shit, his wave. Then I was more on my like cube type shit, like with the more revolutionary style type shit. But then I'm also on my melodic type shit. And where that melodic type shit came from is because basically I was doing it. Like if you go back and listen to a lot of shit, I'm rapping on a lot of that shit too.
Right, yeah.
But like that, I'm more coming in with like the concepts and shit like that. Like with the boy, he kind of, and Slimmy, they came with the shit talk.
Punchlines.
Yeah. He came with the punchlines and shit, like, but Slimmy, I guess Slimmy kind of was doing punchlines too, but he was just strictly shit talk.
Right.
The boy was more like lyrical, I guess you could say, with his
fuck with that. Ask that bitch for the cat.
yeah, you feel me? Like he was still going crazy for sure, but it was just more shit talking.
Right.
You feel me? That was like what they brought to it. Boom, they talking shit. Boom. So I could still get in my shit talking mode too, type shit.
Slimmy, I guess, would be like the MC Ren of the group type shit.
Yeah, and then you got Lil G, which would be on some DJ Yella.
Right.
So boom. Anyway,
that's crazy. I never made that correlation with the NWA thing.
Yeah, that's kind of what niggas were going for type shit. Like,
but and I think that's something that really made different age groups, because obviously y'all had the youth. Y'all had the youth, but then you had fools my age who were like a lot of people that don't listen to.
Because it was a good blend that we did, like sonic wise. I'm talking about sonic wise, but now visual, we young nigga shit.
Yeah,
we all young nigga shit.
Yeah,
Margellas and this and that, like we saucing shit up. Like you get what I'm saying? Like the Buffs from Detroit, all that kind of shit. Like we saucing this shit up. Like so we got the look of like the young fly niggas having money, woo whoop, doing all this, but we got the sound of like some old school niggas, but we bringing a new look to it. You feel me? So that's why it was different. It was unique. Like, and just at the time that it came, it's just shit. It was just the perfect timing for that shit, bro.
It sounded, and even though it did have,
and it was like right before, like we was probably the last like organic movement. Mm-hmm. Like you get what I'm saying? That's what I mean now by it's gonna be hard and it ain't the same no more. And what I mean by motherfuckers fucked it up, because now it's more politics on a form of like algorithm. It's more algorithm now.
Yeah.
And when we came, this shit was more organic. Like it was organic shit.
You had to get a buzz outside.
Yeah, we built this shit organically. Now it's like it's probably motherfuckers doing it, but it ain't many doing it. I ain't gonna lie. Like it ain't like it used to be, bro. Like it's shit is getting social medias and shit is shadow banned now and shit. All that is gotta post, gotta do this, gotta do that. They want you to pay, they want you to do this. YouTube is the same way. They got this policy, that policy, all this kind of shit going on now. We used to have shit just doing whatever the fuck we wanted to do. Now it's like Spotify and Apple Music, they playlists in and all this and all that. So if your shit ain't getting playlisted and all that, your shit ain't getting the biggest, best look and shit like that. You can't reach all your followers. You can't reach all your subscribers. It's just, everything is algorithm based now. Like we was probably like one of them last, and like, and then what they had, like Shoreline probably at the same time.
That was like literally like the same time y'all was cracking up. Maybe a little bit after. Maybe 6 months to a year after y'all.
Yeah, for sure. Then you had that. So I mean, I don't know how they shit started or whatever, but I'm pretty sure they was on some organic shit too. So I said we was probably like the last organic movements type shit, like that really came organically. Nowadays, everything is politics behind it.
More manufactured.
It's more manufactured. Like and shit ain't how it used to be.
And also, like, what was a breath of fresh air about y'all is y'all. I mean, it's interesting you brought up Shoreline, obviously Stink Team. There's a bunch of like now in LA. You got Blue Bucks. You got y'all were like the first group I saw in a long ass time. Fools was not doing.
Yeah, that's what made it dope too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what made it dope
with
too.
different styles.
That was my original thought behind it. It was just because like I've been doing my shit since I was younger, but I put multiple groups together. Since I've been young, I put multiple groups together. Like you could go through my RBE catalog and all that shit. Like I had multiple groups. It just so happened that the SOB RBE group was just the one that happened to take off. Like
At that time, you had other groups still, like when
at that time too. But I'm saying like beforehand, like like I had me. It was my cousin. And even when when that shit took off, I still brought my previous members that I still fucked with me. So Sneak had a fucking Def Jam deal. Fucking I brought my cousin Flex City Streets. He was putting videos up. He was, you feel me, doing shows around everywhere. You feel me, Lil Sheik. Like he was going crazy, doing millions of views and doing tours with us around everywhere. So everybody that I previously was fucking with before the SOB RBE shit took off, I still brought them with me and put them in position too.
Were they all under the RBE umbrella, low-key?
Yeah, type shit. They was all under the RBE umbrella, but the only reason why with the SOB RBE shit, because it was because really. Cause I looked at the boy more like my big brother type shit.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying?
He older than you?
Yeah, he older than me. So I looked at him like my big brother type shit. Like, you feel me? When I started fucking with him type shit, like I looked at him like a big brother. Like, you get what I'm saying? So it was more some shit like, let's do this together. You get what I'm saying? Cause I ain't really have a relationship with Slimmy, even though we was the first ones that put out the music together.
That was his homie essentially first.
That was his homie type shit. It was really me and the boy. Like we was that was really like my big bro, like for real. Like,
but what I understood is that you were really instrumental in encouraging when y'all had that garage studio and all that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That was your studio.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But you were encouraging him to really take it seriously.
Yeah, for sure.
Even though he's big bro, you were like, hey.
For sure, cause in life, he was my big bro in life, but in his music shit, I've been doing this shit since I was 8 years old, so nobody gonna know this music shit better than me.
Right.
So it was just like, all right, we gonna follow his direction on this music shit. You get what I'm saying? So that probably play a lot into a lot of different shit too, because it's like, all right, boom, we already following this nigga. I'm the youngest nigga. So it's like, all right, we already following this nigga when it comes to the music shit. We basically just doing, like, he coming up with the shit, we doing it. Like, we got our say so too, but really it's kind of like he the one making the moves and putting shit together. But so fuck that, we ain't finna just keep listening to this nigga when it come to everything. So niggas just want to go renegade. So even if you right about certain shit, when it come to standing on certain shit, even if you right, it's like, nigga, I'm tired of listening to this little nigga, I'm gonna go left anyway.
Right.
Like, you get what I'm saying?
Right.
So
another aspect of maturity, I would say.
Yeah, I feel like that had a lot to play into certain shit too.
That make a lot of sense. So when SOB RBE, when y'all decided to come together, was Anti or Calvin Cambridge the first joint that like really took off?
Different was the first joint that actually really took off. And in the midst of Different, it was Different and Anti.
Right.
And then
I feel like Anti though is the anthem. That's that one.
Yeah. And then it was kind of out of Different and Anti, and then we ended up signing with Empire, and Empire pushed Anti, so that's what. Because we also had Lane Changing too.
Lane Changing.
That was up there. Lane Changing, Different, and Anti it was really that at the time they all three was like evenly. It could be either any one. Yeah. But they ended up taking the Anti one and blowing that one up, and then Calvin Cambridge was always like a song that everybody fucked with, but that one didn't actually take off until like maybe a few years later, like 2020. Really, that late? Yeah, like 2019 or 2020. I'm thinking 2020. It was like some shit, some TikTok shit.
See, I get confused
or some shit like that
because I was just, Anti was the first one that really like came across my radar, and then at that point, I pretty much started consuming all content that y'all was putting out.
Yeah.
So I was like, we was all like, even down here, when we was in the hood, just slapping any SOB, RBE joint we could find, trying to find the old shit, going to SoundCloud, finding old ass Du Bois songs, old shit that you had and all that. And,
Hell yeah.
was the as far as I know you engineered originally a lot of those sessions, and you were responsible for some of the production as well, or?
Nah, not the production. I ain't make no beats, but just
the engineering.
All the engineering, recording.
What was from Parts Unknown? What was like?
That was the boy producer.
Okay.
That was his producer.
That he had some slappers.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, like he was kind of giving that that easy E type of sound. So that you feel me, when a nigga was going for, that's when he was fucking with him on that type.
Y'all were flipping old like literally Boys in the Hood, different beats like that, and
that's where the style actually came from. Me and the boy, we did a song over Boys in the Hood.
Yeah,
we did a freestyle over that, and then because at the time I was making all kind of music. That's why, like, if you listen to my solo music, I'll be making all different kind of music. But we had did a freestyle over that, and then once we did the freestyle over that, he was like, man, bro, he was like, man, I gotta stick with this style right here. Like, I fuck with the way I was writing a beat on this. I'm like, yeah, you stick with that style. Boom. I'm like, cool. So then once he was like, all right, I'm gonna go with that style, like with the Easy E type shit, I'm like, fuck, all right, I need to find my shit. So then I'm like, you feel me, since these niggas rapping, then I'm gonna just melodize mine type shit so my shit can stand out. And
then I also remember y'all flipped the 5 on it thing. You had that baby girl make that ass clap. Yeah. And what was
that, like End Zone or something?
I think so, End Zone. Yeah. And what's funny is, if you look now, that's the wave, is everybody is flipping old rap records from the 90s, even early 2000s and all that, and remixing it. Y'all were very instrumental on that wave getting set off too.
Yeah, because I ain't gonna lie, like, I grew up on a lot of Southern music, but like in my childhood also though, but that was like a more like 10, 11, 12, 13, but like mainly a nigga like used to have a lot of parties like at my house when I was younger, like my family and shit, they used to always have parties and shit, barbecuing and shit, you feel me, and they used to be playing Snoop Dogg, and you feel me, all the classic old school shit. That's what they used to be slapping. My uncle Anton, that's what he always used to just be slapping. And then my uncle G-Rod, he put me up all on the Bay Area shit. So like Jacka, Mac Dre, 40, Keek the Sneak, all that shit. So like he put me on all the Bay Area shit. Damn.
Did you grow up having an awareness like, yo, I'm from the same place Mac Dre is and all that? Like,
yeah, of course.
And that was like,
of course.
And like, there's a certain pride that's
hell yeah. When you younger, like, nigga, hell yeah. If Thizzle Dance or some shit come on at the party, yeah, of course.
Fuck it up every time.
Hell yeah.
And even 40, you know what I mean? Like, you know that, like, this is E40 City and all that. Like,
yeah.
I know he related to Neff and all that, and Droopy, the family and shit. So like, yeah, it's deeply rooted. It's deeply rooted. Now, another thing that I feel like y'all deserve more credit for is you listen to some of the Detroit groups right now, like Babytron, Shitty Boys, and all them, and they got the whole. They sampled a lot of 80s freestyle beats. You know what I mean, like the up-tempo dance.
Shit.
Yeah, exactly. But y'all low key were the first high key. Were the first group to kind of bring that sound into a modern context with rap music.
Hell yeah.
But
for sure, but you feel me?
People don't talk about that enough.
Yeah, but it's on some shit like Detroit in the Bay Area, like we one in the same
for sure
type shit. So it be so the lines get hella blurry with that shit. Because even like right now, with the Detroit style that's going on, shit, everybody in the Bay sounding like Detroit niggas.
100%.
You get what I'm saying? So that shit go back and forth. It's hand in hand when it comes to Detroit. Like it's all one and the same type shit.
I just think when you're tracing stylistic origins,
but of course,
people got to give you your flowers in that regard.
We definitely was for sure.
Yeah, y'all was to take away from them because they doing great at what they do, but y'all was original. So, at what point were the outside of the Bay? Because obviously Empire's a distro label, Ghazi from the Bay and all that. But at what point were, like, you know, the Interscopes and all that trying to fuck with y'all?
Shit, this is around the same time that all these songs is taking off and shit. We had went on tour, and once we came back off a tour, bro, like shit was just going crazy, bro. Niggas was just doing hella numbers, and we had a manager named Stretch that,
Shouts to Stretch, man.
yeah, he knew all the labels and shit, so he took us basically to all the labels, and then we just end up as a group, we end up going with Empire, because the boy was on some shit where he was like, he wanted to stay independent. So we was just like, all right, cool, we just gonna go Empire then. And then we was like, on our solo shit though, we could do whatever we want to do. So then once we made that decision, boom, we signed with Empire. And then when the opportunity came where where deals was coming up for me and shit, I just ended up going with Interscope.
Yeah, because I was gonna say you wound up getting the solo deal.
Yeah.
And
but see, that's the other thing too. Like, motherfuckers be trying to make it seem like on some weird shit. Like, bro, everybody had an opportunity to get a solo deal. Like, you get what I mean?
Right.
It's just like everybody had a solo deal if they wanted it. Lil G had a deal. Everybody had a deal. So it ain't like a nigga just signed a solo deal and a nigga said fuck the group type shit.
Nah.
It's like, but I know, I'm not saying you, but I'm just saying just for the consumer base of people who just be having their opinion saying dumb shit. You get what I'm saying? And people who try to paint images in ways that is not. So it just be like, I don't be talking much and shit like that. So when I get the opportunity, I just be
talk your shit, homie. Talk your shit.
So it's just like, with that situation, it's like, bro, we all could have fucking signed any deal that we wanted to sign at that time. Everybody wanted, every single one of us. You get what I'm saying? We could have signed to a major label as a fucking group, and then I probably would have never did the Interscope deal.
Right.
But that's not what niggas wanted to do. Niggas just wanted to go with Empire for whatever reason. Niggas wanted to go with Empire.
Well, it's a Bay Area independent mentality.
Yeah.
Makes sense. But I'm not gonna lie. At the time, there was a lot of talk about you just being a standout solo artist, and people were kind of looking to that, and like looking now, like everybody's done their own thing, and you know, the boy to this, he's one of the best rappers in the Bay.
For
like
sure.
he's going crazy, and, like, and you going crazy in your lane. You know what I mean? Like Slimmy, haven't heard as much from, but the joints that he has been a part of have been cool. You feel me? Like everybody doing their thing. So, but there was a lot of talk about you. You know,
for sure,
going sky high out the gate. Now, what was it like when Kendrick did he contact y'all directly, or how did the Black Panther thing come about?
Shit, to keep it real, that's more like a Slimmy question, I think, because whoever contacted the nigga contacted through him, then he told the manager, then we end up meeting up with the nigga.
But you was still like probably like juiced, right? Like,
oh yeah, of course, hell yeah, bro. That was like, nigga, cause like a nigga, like I told you, a nigga grew up, so that's like Kendrick. That's part of that aftermath tree.
Yeah.
So as a young nigga, I grew up off Kendrick. You feel me? And Kendrick is like the only nigga that's actually makes introspective music still these days. So like that was a big deal, of course.
And did you feel like when that happened, did that kind of bring a new level of recognition to the group and all that?
Hell yeah. That definitely brought a bigger recognition to the group for sure, because a lot of people was like really fucking with that song. Like,
it was crazy.
Yeah, like the song is platinum. The song itself, like, I'm not even talking about the album, just the song itself.
Shouts to Paramedic.
So that was a big layup for us type shit as a group.
And you kind of had flipped a different style in that song. Like you had like a melodic style, but you weren't melodizing as much.
The beat.
Yeah.
Sometimes the beat just calls for different flows.
But and it's interesting because now after hearing a lot of what you're on nowadays and just like looking at your social media and seeing like what outside the box deep thinker you are. To me, that was one of the first glimpses of it on wax. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
because your verse was a little bit.
Definitely used that opportunity to showcase that.
Yeah. It's like this is a joint with Kendrick.
Yeah,
This is on the Black Panther soundtrack. This is,
of course,
and
like, you know how that shit go, bro. Like, you can't just give it to them just off the rip. They might not understand it, so you feel me? You gotta spoon feed them with that shit. Like, you get what I'm saying? Give them ice cream, but then just sprinkle a dose of medicine in that motherfucker, like,
right.
They could digest it.
Right. I was pleasantly surprised. Like, I was like, okay, there's more depth than I.
Even if you go back and you listen to like a lot of songs, not a lot, but a lot of songs that we had on the SOB RBE albums, like, I guess you could say like most majority of the people just listening to it from the shit talk perspective, because like when they come on rapping and shit, they shit talking woo woo, but a lot of the shit is actually like conceptual shit. And
no, absolutely,
coming on talking about anything. Like,
no, it's very well thought out.
Yeah,
but there's a difference between being conceptual and well thought out to being conscious.
Yeah,
and
right.
you kind of entered a different chamber.
Right.
I feel like
right,
and like you said, maybe if you came out the gate with a lot of that, you might have scared some people away.
True, but
you wind up tricking into opening their minds later on.
That's what you got to do sometimes, for sure. That's what Tupac said. You got to enter in that world in order to lead them out.
Yeah, and you did that very, very well. Now, it seemed like within a year, I want to say, of all that shit cracking off, things started to go left as far as the SOB RBE thing and all that. Was it kind of alluding back to what you said earlier when you were talking about, like, you basically said that it was all these different people pulling y'all in different directions and all that? You think that was like a big fundamental piece of what wound up going left?
Yeah, hell yeah.
You know what I mean? Because, like, ultimately, from the outside perspective, we don't see anything other than, like, these dudes are killing the game. You know what I mean? Like, obviously, there's been, like, we don't need to get into all the intricacies of the, you know, unfortunate events that transpired and all that. But, you know, it seemed like there's just a lot of people in the mix.
Yeah. Yeah, you can say that.
Now, when were you already because did you already have the Interscope deal prior to that?
Yeah.
So you already were. So had you already kind of been formulating what you wanted to do?
I actually left Interscope before, because the group originally broke up in like 2019.
Right.
Or 18, actually, not even 19, in 2018. But like at the time, niggas bond was still stronger than the bullshit. So niggas was able to still try to keep it going for as long as we could. So by the time what everybody else is considered when the group broke up type shit, I already had left Interscope by that time. I was independent during that time.
And were you just kind of like, I want to, because it seemed like regardless of that, y'all kind of being at odds, you were like, you didn't take much time when it came to you went right into doing your music.
I wouldn't say that. It's just like a nigga never stops doing music. Like, you know, like I'm just always gonna put music out. That's just what I do type shit. I say if anything, that shit kind of made me more want to run from that. So I like I didn't want to have to keep getting compared to this or that. So it's like a nigga just was like, man, bro, like, and then it's like I'm a realist at the end of the day. So it's like, besides, all right, boom, I could do some shit with my nigga 19. We been doing music together and shit, and the niggas I've been doing music with, we could come together and do some hard shit. But outside of that, it's like, do I really want to get on another song with another nigga that sound like the boy on the same beat that we would have got on.
Right.
Like, no, I don't.
Right.
You're not him. Like, you get what I'm saying?
Right.
Because I'm a realist. Like, niggas ain't gonna do the same thing. Like, niggas will go get a fake me and put me on their song and try to remake some shit we would have made together.
Right.
With a fake me. But I'm a real nigga. So I'm not gonna go get a fake you and try to put him on a song with me that sound like some shit we would have did. Fuck no. I'd rather do some whole other music. You get what I'm saying?
Well, even like I noticed when your first solo music you started putting out, some of it you weren't even singing on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I was like, damn, he low key back to his bar heavy shit again. Like,
yeah, nah, for sure. Cause solo, a nigga never really had a solo style. It's just it developed. It like people actually told me what my solo style was. You get what I'm saying? Like originally, I just was doing shit as a group, and then I was just doing what fit for the group. And then my solo music, I just was kind of just doing what I wanted to do. I ain't really have no nothing that I was going by, like do this or do that. It was just like I was more just doing whatever it was I wanted to do. I was just having fun with it type shit.
Yeah.
So then it's like the more and more niggas just start doing it and doing it and doing it, it's like you don't really know you trailblazing or paving the way while you doing it. Sometimes you got to sit back and look back at what you did like, oh, okay. So I just was doing what I was doing. You get what I'm saying? And then once people didn't have that SOB, RBE, TO that they could depend on no more, like, all right, boom, we accept what you do on your solo shit, but we know we finna get that SOB, RBE, TO when y'all drop that, so we'll get what we want out of that.
Right.
So once they didn't have that no more, and it's just like, oh, now we just gotta deal with you wanting to be creative and all this is just like, bro, we missing that SOB, RBE, TO. We want some of that. You feel me? So it was like, all right, so I had to sit back and see like what the fuck is they talking about? Because if you go back and look at all my music, nigga, I always been doing creative shit. I always been like conceptual and shit like that. So then I had to go back and listen to that shit like, oh, okay, I see what they wanted. Oh, all right. So this the kind of style that you get what I'm saying? Like, oh, okay, so you see like I had to learn myself type shit. You get what I'm saying? Because I was just doing what I was doing. I didn't know that it was like a certain style or something. I was just doing me. So then I really didn't realize I had a style until I started listening to other niggas sound like me. When I started listening to other niggas and I'm like, that sound like me, that's when I realized, oh, that's my style.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Before that, I just was doing what I was doing.
Right.
I wasn't thinking about it like that. I just was having fun. You get what I'm saying? But then when I start hearing other niggas and I'm like, the fuck, that sound like me. Like,
but a lot of it,
that's when I'm like, oh, so it's damn near like a nigga gotta make a song like a nigga that's trying to be you to make a song like yourself.
It's hard though to sound
when
like
you don't know
though.
what the fuck your style is.
Right. But it's
when you versatile.
Right. But it's hard to sound like you because a lot of vocalists nowadays relying on heavy vocal effects, auto-tune,
Right.
all that. You don't really use too much of that or any of it at all. Like,
Right. I don't have to.
Yeah.
But sonically, I like it, so I do.
you might mess with it, but like,
But not heavy. But it don't have to be heavy.
and you have
That's some of my
you have
rock star shit.
you have a very distinct vocal tone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That like, it's hard to emulate that
Yeah, it
for
is.
other artists.
It is, and that's where it get to the point to where it's like, all right, you could deal with it for only but so long. Like, all right, we know, like, all right, cool. Well, we gonna accept it because T.O. ain't giving it to us right now, so we gonna accept it from him or him because at least we getting it. You get what I'm saying? He ain't giving it to us. So but then it gets to a certain point where it's like, I kind of want the real thing. Like,
Yeah.
kind of tired of drinking Shasta.
I was gonna say Diet Coke is it's not
Like, I'm kind of tired of the Shasta.
Yeah.
Like, I kind of actually want the real soda, like some Sprite or some fucking Dr. Pepper or Coke or nigga tired of it. Fucking red Shasta. Need Fanta in my life.
You're an intelligent young man, and I feel like you're at a place in your life where you will take accountability if necessary.
Of course.
Do you feel like there are things that you would have or could have done differently regarding navigating that time with that group that could have changed?
Yeah, I felt like I could have been on some more like business minded. Fuck all this so-called street perspective shit. I'ma just, you feel me, say fuck all that and just put that to the side and just go with the flow type shit. But so I could say, yeah, I could have been more, excuse me, business minded. Like, you get what I'm saying? Because like when at the time you don't really be thinking like that all the time. You know, you be thugging, nigga high, nigga drunk, nigga this, nigga that.
Yeah.
Nigga not looking at it like this shit taking care of my family, whatever. It'd be like, a nigga be like, bro, I'm gonna get it how I live. I'm gonna get it whatever way I gotta get it, whether it's this or something else. I'm gonna get it no matter what. But I ain't finna be dealing with this type shit. You get what I'm saying? That's how a nigga be feeling. But then when you get older and certain shit don't matter to you no more, and certain shit just like certain motherfuckers you don't even fuck with no more, and it's just certain shit, it just be like, you know, sometimes you do think about it. Like, damn, was this a smart business decision?
Right.
Like, it might have not been a smart business decision, but at the time it was the perfect moral decision.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? But it might have not have been the smartest business decision.
Well, it's weird because like you look at any single group, music group, band, whatever, they gonna have issues and get sick of each other.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers are gonna hate each other. You know what I mean? Like, I was in a rap group for 10 years and like they're my brothers to this day. We love each other, but we couldn't fucking stand each other at times. Little tours and all that. You gonna be at odds. So when you
to keep it all the way real, like, and it don't even be like a nigga just be trying to always dwell on this shit for real. But to keep it real, bro, it's not like it is a planned thing.
Of course
you
not.
know what I'm saying?
Of course not.
Like, when a nigga say a family, not a group, and when a nigga saying it, a nigga really do mean it. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, it ain't like on some shit where a nigga expected to go like a certain way.
That's probably the last thing you're expecting.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So when it happens, it's like if you really like in this shit for real, and you really put your life on the line for this shit, that shit come with a deep love. Like, ain't no love deeper than that.
Yeah.
Like, you get what I'm saying? Probably having a child of your own or something like that, it's probably as deep as that. But other than that, putting your life on the line for a nigga, bro, ain't no deeper love than that. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, when you come from that, you kind of don't really give a fuck about nothing else when it comes to money or fame or all that. You could really care less, because it'd be like, nigga, I almost died for you. I was ready to die for you. I put my life on the line for you. I almost went to jail for the rest of my life for you. Like, you get what I'm saying?
Right.
It gets to the point where you don't give a fuck about that shit. It's like none of that shit matters. Like,
and that's what I was gonna say. When you combine the street politics.
So wait, nah, fuck all that. Just that deep love. Once it get betrayed, it comes with an even deeper hurt. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So a lot of times niggas be on some shit where, like, all right, boom, yeah, boom, fuck that nigga, woo, woo, woo. A lot of times niggas really wasn't fucking with it like that, or niggas was using each other for whatever they was using each other for. But when you really like that for real, and you really, you feel me, it's different. Like, that shit take time to get over, or you might not ever get over it. You get what I'm saying? Like, if for the people who really in this shit and really know, you will know, like, nigga, it could be 10 years down the line, you would still think back like, damn, like, it's shit. You get, even with bitches, it be niggas who got cheated on or whatever, nigga, in high school, and said fuck every bitch to this day. They 50, they 50 years old now. Nigga, they never had a relationship because they got cheated on when they was 15, 16. You know what I'm saying?
Still butt hurt.
So they still sick. So betrayal, bro, like it ain't, you can't tell nobody when to fucking get over betrayal. Like you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That shit might hunt you forever, depending on how deep it was.
Although resentment is very toxic.
It is. It is. So
nothing's more unhealthy.
So yeah, you do. So, but it ain't really even resentment though. It's just, nigga, it's just the truth of the matter. Like, you get what I'm saying? It ain't like a nigga bitter and like, you get what I'm saying? Like on some Franklin Saint type shit.
Right.
Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, fuck this shit. Like, man, it ain't even that. Like, I'm finna say fuck the house, fuck everything. I'm finna just, you get what I'm saying? It ain't even that. It's just like, nigga, it's just your truth, bro. You feel me? No, you could say fuck all that and whoop and do your thing, but every now and then the truth gonna come out when the subject come up.
I want to get into all the new music, but before, just final question about that whole era and all that. Like, at this point, is there any chance of reconciliation with the other group members? The SOB, RBE.
I don't know, bro. I don't know.
Hey, that's better than no. That's not a no. That's not a no.
I don't know.
Is there any open lines of dialogue?
Man, just keep it real. Like, it's, I can't even really explain it, bro. It's at the points where it's like, bro, like a lot of shit, it just be like, bro, I don't know, bro. I can't really explain it, bro, because it's just like a lot of shit. Cause I don't want to make it seem like I'm on some nerd shit. Like, I don't want to make it seem like I'm trying to send those shots, cause I'm not trying to send those shots at nobody or nothing. Like, that shit is like, I talk about it cause it's a nigga story, you feel me? But a nigga not tripping off that, bro. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, a nigga hold no resentment, no ill feelings, no ill will, no nothing. Like, do your thing, get your money. You get what I'm saying? Like, do what you do how you want to do it. Like, you get what I'm saying? It's like a nigga at a grown or mature level now than where a nigga was at back then. So it's like, I'm not gonna sit here and try to downplay no nigga. Like, even with the niggas that I just was telling you about in the beginning, when I was saying, like, just to give an example of how, like, it be systematic, the reason why our communities be fucked up. Even with them, it's like I told you, niggas know not what they do. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So it ain't like I'm finna sit here and I'm trying to do that, but I'm gonna just put it like this. Most majority of shit don't even be who you think it is. Like, you get what I'm saying? A lot of issues and problems don't even be with who you think it is. A lot of niggas ain't doing what you thought they did or think they doing. So to keep it real, outside of just being hurt from maybe certain loyalty decisions, a nigga ain't never did me nothing. You get what I'm saying? Well, so I'm not just gonna sit here and just be like, woo, 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 woo. It's just more like it's just more like, it's not even something that a nigga just be thinking about. Like, right. You get what I'm saying? You in motion regardless, but I mean, yeah, it's like, cause we like, no matter what, we together forever. You get what I'm saying? Like, right now, nigga, the group broke up, 3 years ago? We in 2023 now, and no matter what, every time I do an interview, they gonna bring them up. I gotta talk about it. Every time they do an interview, they gonna bring me up. They gotta talk about it. So no matter what, nigga, we're cemented in this shit together no matter what. So we don't gotta talk, or we don't gotta be best friends, or we don't gotta do nothing for no matter what. Anytime my name come up or your name come up, it's gonna come up together. So right. Well, and obviously, you know, you got Lil G's gone. You know what I mean? He's locked up and all that. Free G. So are y'all still in communication? No. No, I don't. I didn't think so. But free that man, though. Yeah, yeah. So there's him. I don't really know too much about what's going on with Slimmy at the moment, but
I think that there's a big consensus that people would love to at least see you and the boy. I'd love to see all three of y'all, really, but you know, I think a lot of people would love to see at some point you and the boy come together again, at least for a record. We'll see what happens, though. You know what I mean? Regardless, you got your own thing cracking. You had a
We got some old shit though.
yeah.
We got some old shit though.
That
I was talking to my OG manager a minute ago. He was talking some shit. Feel me?
man, drop that shit.
He might throw some old shit out. I don't know. I told him I ain't tripping off that shit. If he do want to throw that out, shit, he can throw that shit.
With you and the boy or all of y'all?
Shit, I don't know whatever it is. Whatever
just old
shit he unreleased shit he got. I told that nigga shit. If that's what you want to do, throw that shit out.
Man,
That shit. That the fans want, throw it out. You get what I'm saying?
yeah. I don't know if that's slim
Now,
or
about a few years ago, I would have told you, fuck no. Like,
that's some
but business is business. Free thug.
Yep. Free slime, man.
Business
King
is
slime.
business.
With that being said, so you when you started dropping all the solo joints, you had like a 3 or 4 part series,
Yep.
right?
4
part series,
Yeah.
and now you have like a new wave that you're unleashing, and by the. I mean, no, I've heard some of the features. You did some shit with Neff recently. You did, was it Filthy you did some shit with recently?
I did some shit with Filthy. I did some shit with Neff. I did some shit with Greedo. My nigga, Big Sad 1900.
So you're working with some LA artists too, which is fire. It seems like though you're entering a new realm of consciousness with your music.
Yeah, bro. Like, a nigga gonna have some surprises coming up this month. Like, certain shit. You feel me? This video probably this interview gonna come out before a nigga reveal it, so I can't say it.
Okay.
But like some grown man shit. Like, you get what I'm saying? That
Okay.
finna be another level of a grown man. You get what I'm saying? So
I'm about to ask you off camera.
yeah. So it's a new levels of life. You
Right.
get what I'm saying? That a nigga is entering. And a nigga getting older, bro.
Sound like you got kids on the way.
I'm finna be 25 again.
Sound like you got kids
I'm
on the way.
finna be 25 again.
Yeah.
You feel me? So due to the fact that a nigga finna be 25 more than anything is just the fact that a nigga finna be grown. Like, not a nigga grown, but a nigga finna be like an OG in this shit. Like,
Right.
bro, like my little brother died when he was like 16, 17, bro. I'm 25, bro.
R.I.P.
That was 9 years ago at this point.
I gotta ask.
Damn near.
I gotta
Would
ask.
feel like it. I could be wrong. Let me see. 6 years ago.
Okay.
But that's weird. I don't know. Yeah, it is 6 years ago. I'm thinking of it like I'm saying 9 years as in like, nigga, that's 9 extra years that I
Right.
didn't live.
Yeah. But you're a few years older than him. So.
Yeah. So it's less. But moral of the story is a nigga could have been dead at 16. You get what I'm saying?
For sure.
Moral of the story is a nigga had multiple times where a nigga could have got killed, nigga, and nigga cars then got flipped on the freeway, all kind of shit that happened to a nigga, and a nigga made it out by a nigga. They saying it was a piece of metal that was in the car that wasn't even built by factory, that wasn't even supposed to be there. If this metal wasn't mysteriously here, the bullet would have hit you in your head type shit.
Wait, tell that story.
You get what I'm saying?
What the fuck happened with the car accident?
Shit. That nigga was on the freeway. Nigga was, you feel me, loafing and got his shit flipped.
Damn.
You feel me? And what flippage come, nigga? Almost death. You get what I'm saying?
Were you
And
like,
sometimes
do you
death.
remember it and
Well,
all
for
that?
me, nigga, God and them angels was there, nigga, so it was almost death by a small piece of metal
Damn.
that wasn't even supposed to be there. You get what I'm saying?
Damn.
So it's just like, with that being said, bro, you can't take life for granted, my nigga. You get what I'm saying? With them shits, you shit like that, you know, like, all right, you here for a reason. So it get to a certain point in life when you get older where you gotta figure out, like, nigga, what is that reason? Like, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's like, bro, a nigga been ahead since I was young. Like, I could have skipped grades. I was so far ahead. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, I feel like personally, like, bro, a nigga got a perspective that need to be heard. Like, a lot of people be like, real nigga this, real nigga that, woo woo. But it's like, That's why I do my shit with a 3, because it's a difference. You get what I'm saying? It's your third eye. Real.
Okay, that's what I was gonna ask you.
Real is when you got your third eye open and you seeing life for what it really is, reality. Like, you get what I'm saying, on all levels.
You talking that pineal gland shit?
Yeah, of course. So it's like, at this point in life, it's like, all right, once you done seen both sides of this shit, you done been in the hood and niggas want to kill you. You done been in the white neighborhoods and they don't like you. They want to get you kicked out. They want to, where do a nigga fit? You get what I'm saying? Where do a nigga fit in the world?
Right.
You know? So it's like, if I can't fit with my own people, then shit, I ain't gonna fit nowhere, because don't nobody else want me.
Right.
So at the end of the day, it's like, all right, cool. It already is what it is, but you gotta tell the truth if you gonna tell it. Like, one of the last texts that Nipsey Hussle had sent me was like, you gonna be great in this shit. Just make sure you tell the truth. Tell the truth to as much as you can. Like, basically saying, like, tell the truth without, of course, saying too much.
Right.
But get as close to the truth as you possibly could. So with that being said, it's like, bro, the truth is, I don't want to do you this, but I will. You get what I'm saying?
1,000.
I don't want to have to, but I will.
Right.
And for situations where it's already too late, I am. Maybe not yet, but I will. You feel me?
Yeah.
So with that being said, it's like, why don't you? Cause nigga, and the reality of the situation, we not just fucking devils walking this fucking earth just want to rip everybody's fucking head off, bro. We put in these situations to have to defend ourselves, to have to become this, to have to do that. Like, you get what I'm saying? Ain't no daddy in the house, ain't no this, ain't no that. Nigga watching their mamas, they granny struggle. Nigga gotta find a way to get it and provide. Like, and then, but it be like, all right, boom, then you get into that position of provide. You not finna let a nigga take it. I know I'm not.
At all.
Ain't no man finna let another person take some food out their mouth. So it's like, in they family mouths, because that's when it get even deeper, when you got a family that you providing for. A lot of these niggas these days, bro, excuse me, a lot of these niggas these days, bro, be in the streets for the fun of it. That's why everybody telling. Because it ain't no morals, no codes, no nothing. Niggas just jumping in the streets just because they look good. They not jumping in the streets because they really need to, or because it's a reason behind it. Like, I come from like old rules. So it's like, nigga, if you in the streets, you in the streets because, nigga, the number one thing, money. Economy. Like I said, everything is about economy. Everything moves in economy. From the highest level to the lowest level, it's economy. So you jumping in this shit to provide. You not jumping in this shit because you just want to kill a nigga, or because you just want to do this or do that. A lot of niggas who end up becoming robbers and shit like that probably got robbed.
Yeah.
Like, you get what I'm saying? You was just a nigga that just was having it. Whoop, whoop. Nigga robbed you. Now you robbing the world. Nigga took from me, I'm finna take from you.
Right.
Like, a lot of times that be a lot of shit that be going on. It don't be like people ask for this. Like, you know, you was just going to school one day, walking to school, and got the call. The nigga didn't, you feel me, killed this person or killed that person, or you probably seen it, or you might have been and saw it. Like, that shit traumatizing. These are traumatizing events. Then you start getting that anxiety, like, damn, I might be next. Well, shit, let me start carrying the gun then. Niggas not finna. Oh, the nigga shooting at me. They finna do what to me? Oh, well, let me go do it to them first then, before they even try that shit.
Out of necessity and survival.
You get what I'm saying? Out of necessity and survival, bro. Because who wants to die? Nobody want to die. We don't know what come after this. So it's like, if I know that them niggas finna come over here and kill me, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna kill them before they get the opportunity to kill me. Or if they come over here, I'm gonna defend myself, but who wants to be in that position? Bullets is flying and you ducking and dodging bullets trying to, fuck no. You gonna get them before you get got. And that go both ways. So niggas is coming back and forth because nobody want to die. So it's like, I'm going to do this out of the fact that I don't want to die. Niggas is not doing this because I want you to die. I'm doing this because I don't want to die. And then it just started up. And then it's all because he died. I'm doing this because he died. But the very beginning most majority of the time, I'm doing this because I didn't want to die. So I did that. But now he already did this and y'all feel some type of way about it. So y'all finna come over here. You get what I'm saying? So it be like, niggas don't even be knowing what the fuck niggas is funking for. Niggas just be funking.
Right.
So
That's crazy.
You feel me? Niggas just be funking. Niggas don't even know why. It just is what it is. This is where we at. This is what we doing. But it get to a certain point to where when you realize like this shit dumb, you ain't a real nigga if you don't say it. It don't matter if you still gotta participate in it or not. You just not a real nigga if you don't tell the truth. If you telling them to do it. Like an old nigga who's sending a nigga on a mission to do this and do that and do this. If you a real OG and you a real nigga, you gonna get in the car with him. You feel me? Or tell him not to do it, bro. Don't stay away from that shit, bro.
At least make sure he knows what the consequences are.
If it's some shit where it's in too deep like that,
yeah,
you get what I'm saying. But in reality, you want to lead your niggas in the right direction, bro. Fuck them niggas. Don't worry about them niggas. Fuck that shit, bro. Don't do that shit. Stay in school, bro. Woo.
Yeah. And that's what you.
Oh, your ball went flat, bro. Come on, bro. Here you go, a few dollars. Matter of fact, you ain't got no. Man, matter of fact, I bring it back. Here go to another ball, bro. Stick to that basketball shit, bro. It's ain't for you.
Yeah. Yeah.
You catch a nigga with the strap. What you doing with that, nigga? Let me buy that strap off you, huh? Here go a few dollars, nigga. Give me that strap. Nigga, you tripping?
Yeah.
You feel me? Like you want to lead your young niggas in the right direction, but instead, what most majority of the time be happening is the niggas that be out be the rats, but they paperwork just ain't out there. Be the nigga who was scared in a car, but he just so happened to still be out, but the real niggas is locked up or dead, but he get to claim this shit and act like it was him. So really he a scary, lame ass old nigga who just by mysterious happened to slither his way into oldness, and now he trying to fucking tell you what you need to do and do all this because he don't want to do it and he's scared to do it. That's most majority of what's really going on. Because if you got to think about it, if most majority of niggas die and go to jail, if you a real street nigga, then how is all of these old niggas walking around this motherfucker?
Somebody telling.
A lot of these old niggas told.
Somebody telling.
And a lot of these old niggas that may be getting out now, the real ones, they not promoting that shit. They not getting out. Old niggas getting out of jail, joining new young gangs and shit. Talk about fuck them niggas and fuck these niggas. Niggas 2-3 generations under you. You ain't never seen these niggas in your life. You clicking up with some young niggas just to get back into some funk and then go back to jail.
That's weird.
But I didn't seen it. You'll be surprised.
No, you're 1,000% right.
You'll be surprised. So it's just like this shit don't make no sense, bro. It's just like what the fuck is we doing? Like you must got a nigga in there.
Right.
Like you got a nigga in there. Like you just came home and your bitch put you on and your bitch picked you up and you ain't seen a bitch in 10 years, man. And you went back to some niggas in a cell?
Fuck no.
You got you a nigga in there that you was missing and you crashed out and you went back to your nigga. Like, come on, gang. Niggas tweaking. Like, that shit not gangster, bro. Nigga, like, come on, bro.
I gotta
make no sense.
I gotta ask it. Looking at the way, like everything you're saying is super insightful, super on point. And if this is the direction of your music, I cannot wait to hear this project. It sounds crazy. Now with all the third eye, decalcified pineal gland type activities you're on, were psychedelics a part of you reaching this new consciousness?
All right, so we could. Right.
I had to ask, bro.
All right, so let's just say this: I ain't never took no mushrooms, no acid. I ain't never took no psychedelics.
No DMT.
No DMT. I ain't never took none of that shit that I'm scared of that shit, bro.
You never expanded your mind with psychedelics.
Like anything that could fuck up your vision and shit and how you seeing shit, I don't want to see certain shit, bro. I'm cool.
Damn, like, but you understand why I ask you that?
No, I get why you're saying that. And it's like a thing right now, like with this so-called woke shit.
Right, with the microdosing and all that.
Yeah, like
I figured that
supposed to be woke now, but no.
I'm shocked to hear that.
No.
So
not microdosing. Hell no.
Okay, is it due to reading? Like, how did you get to this point?
Okay, so boom. How did I get to this point? Now, I'm not gonna say I never used drugs before.
Okay.
So, weed, alcohol, pills.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? I guess if you mix that shit enough times, lean. I guess if you mix that shit all together enough times, it'll turn into a psychedelic.
Right.
And then one day you will just be so fucking high, you will be sitting there and you will just start thinking about shit. And then you would be like, fuck this shit, bro. I don't want to deal with this shit no more. There's too much. You might have a near-death experience. Whatever it is that gets you off that shit. Then once you get off that shit, you got to come back up from being so down. Because, you know, fucking with downers and shit, that's the low vibrational energy. That's
very much
why
so.
Motherfuckers be so emotional off downers, because that's low vibrational energy. So it's attracting all negative and low vibrations towards you. You get what I'm saying? Because anything under like 500 is low vibrational, and I think 500 is like love or some shit like that.
Right.
So anything under that is what you're attracting to you. So once you come up out of that, when you go through all the withdrawals and shit, you gotta learn how to feel again, how to fucking sometimes drive again. Everything is new to you. Like, you could watch a movie that you've seen 1,000 times and you feel like you never saw it before. Like, your emotions be fucked up. Like, if some shit make you happy, you overly happy. If some shit make you sad, see some sad shit, you crying. If you see some shit laughing, you laughing hysterically till you cry. Like, type shit. Like, then once you go through that process and you shake that, boom. Now you gotta that's when you come to that place of awakeness, because now you done been low for so long. This your first time ever feeling up. Like, you get what I'm saying? In the high world. So we usually take a mushroom or something for you to experience or something. You on a natural high, because you've been suppressed for so long off low vibrational drugs like weed and alcohol and fucking perks and all this type of shit, that it's like a natural high. So now you start seeing shit from a psychedelic level, but it's really just a natural level, because you just seeing shit you never saw before. Now that's on a drug aspect of it. But for me personally, since I was a young nigga, bro, I've been raised by game spitters. Since I was a young nigga, my fucking pops, even this is in my blood, my pops is into just like racing, this and that. My little brother on my pop side, like, he be talking about that shit right now, and he only like whatever 10, 11, whatever. Like, it's just in my blood type shit. So you've been conscious. So I've been on this kind of shit, yeah, me personally, but I have had those experiences that you talking about, though, of certain things, but that didn't change my mindset. Like, oh, fuck, I just was so high one day, it changed my mind. Fuck no.
Sobriety, low-key, got you there. Being clear-headed, and then, like you mentioned, the near-death experience.
Yeah, being clear-headed and near-death experiences give you those boosts of adrenaline at that moment to see shit. But what I'm saying is, outside of that, a nigga already, like,
he was already open to it. Yeah, but it's interesting you bring up the near-death experience.
For me personally, when I was in school, like, history was, I did not like math. I like English and history and a little bit of science, but not really, mainly history, social studies and shit like that. Then when I got in high school, I was in law academy. So due to me being in law academy, that's when I learned about economics, all this kind of shit. Like, that's where all that shit come from. Like, in school, learning about politics and the way the systems work and electoral college and all this bullshit that people think is simple as just voting. No, it's way deeper than that. We really don't move shit for real.
Well, it's super interesting you brought up the near-death experience, because literally the proteins and chemicals that your brain excretes when you're smoking DMT or on LSD is the same. It's pretty much emulating what happens when you die.
Yeah.
It's the same. So you can attain that level of consciousness, a higher consciousness through that as well. So
sure.
it's very interesting, and it makes sense you having, you know, kind of been preordained into it just by like the education of self.
Them moments definitely boosted though, for real. 'Cause I remember having, like, after some shit like that, I was fucking. I had at the time I had my got my grandma and my mom. Well, no, I think my mom was still staying there at the time. I had got my grandma and my sisters and shit at Spot and Antioch at the time with a big house with a pool in the backyard and shit. You feel me? So I remember after that shit happened, like, I remember just going in the house one day and they was in the back, and all I ever wanted to do, like, if you listen to my songs, like, bro, all I ever wanted to do is just do this shit for my grandma, like put my grandma and mom and them in the house and buy them a house and whoop whoop, and that's all I ever wanted to do, bro.
And you did that in your early 20s.
Yeah, I ain't never even wanted to do. I ain't buy a house though, but I pay rent. You get what I'm saying? But I ain't never wanted to. I ain't never really had a lot of self goals. Majority of all my shit was, I was been living for everybody else. That's what I mean by, like, a nigga 25 and a nigga growing into becoming his own man. Cause it's like, now I got my own shit that I want to live for. Like, at first I just wanted to live for everybody else and do for everybody else, and everything I've been doing from this to this point been for everybody else, not for me. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, I remember I walked in the house, they was in the backyard, they was in the pool and shit, and like, I could have got my grandma multiple houses, but she just wanted a pool, so it was like a big thing to fucking get the pool in the back. And I remember, bro, I had looked through the blinds, bro, and I seen them all, and they was in the pool playing Flash War and shit, bro, and that nigga just, tears just start falling down nigga eyes, like, damn.
It's amazing.
Nigga, like, what the fuck? Like, nigga, like, niggas tried to take me out, like, nigga, like, nigga, what? Like, nigga, look at what I'm doing. Like, that's when it really click in your head. Like, man, what the fuck? Like, and but it's your own kind though.
Yeah,
you feel me? That's trying to do it to you. Like, but this is what we all want. We all want to, you feel me, put our family in a big house with a pool in the backyard and shit like that. So I'm like, damn, I'm doing it, and I'm giving these niggas the opportunity to take it. I'm tripping. You feel me? Like, that's what I mean by that. Yeah, it'll wake you up. Like, damn, I'm tripping. I'm giving these niggas the opportunity. What the fuck? Hell no.
Yeah.
I'm not finna go post on the block for you niggas that come slide on me on the block. Like, that's some dumb young nigga shit I used to do. I used to go post up, go on Instagram. Yeah, nigga, I'm out here, slide through, nigga. We out here right now, nigga. Put the camera down. I'm waiting. I'm right here. You see the street light? Yep, I'm right. So when you come, I'm standing right here all night, nigga. Every night. After a show, after Kendrick Lamar, after anything, nigga, I'm standing right here on this block. Come through right now. And if I'm not here, I'm in the Jets. You know where I'm at. Come through. I'm here. Gold, platinum, all these diamonds on my neck right now. Come through. That was my life every fucking day. I'm asking for a nigga to come do it. Come on.
It's almost like you had a death wish.
I had a death wish. If you listen to all my old music, it was death. It was all around death, like dying. You feel me? So it was like, nigga, now it's like a nigga want to live, bro. This the first time in my life a nigga want to live. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, I felt like I was going to die. Like, nigga, death is coming. It's on the way. It's around the corner. That's how I was living every day. Death around the corner. I don't give a fuck.
And what's the project?
That's why I wasn't thinking for the future. That's why I'm doing everything. Oh, you want that, huh? Take it. You want this here? Take it. Whoop, whoop. I ain't gonna be here long anyway. Why would I need it for? But now it's like a nigga, the first time in a nigga life where a nigga want to live, bro.
Yeah, it's like what I tell my homies sometimes when my homies be like, yo, like, I'll do anything for you. I'll die for you. I'll be like, nah, fool, live for me.
Bro, I don't want a nigga to die for me. And I don't want to die for no nigga, bro.
Right.
But I would have back in the day, and I didn't put my life on the line back in the day to do that. But then it get to a certain point to where, bro, you didn't probably put your life on the line and damn near died multiple times for about 30 niggas.
Yeah.
And then you left with 3. So you almost died for 27 fuck niggas.
Hindsight's
And you
2020.
never coming back.
Yeah.
27 fuck niggas, bro, and you're never coming back.
Yeah.
Fuck your family, your mama, everybody that's gonna really hurt when you dead. You said fuck them. I'm finna die for these 27 fuck niggas that's finna be gone in a few years anyway. That's finna do some hoe shit or actually doing some hoe shit right now as we speak. I just don't know it yet.
Yeah.
Come on, bro.
Well, you've definitely elevated. You've elevated your perspective, elevated your whole approach. What's the name of this project?
Eternal Trauma.
Okay.
Eternal Trauma. That's why I called it Eternal Trauma, you feel me? Because it's just like shit that we've been going through for generations. Like, it's bigger than just us right now. This shit been going on. And a lot of this shit is built in us to hate each other. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, since back in the days when niggas was house niggas and outside slaves and shit, and you had the house niggas. So we been divided like that. That's the same thing going on right now. Industry niggas and street niggas.
Do you feel like
going on right now?
Do you feel like you're aiming for? Do you feel like this is going to appeal to a different type of audience?
No, I feel like it's going to appeal to the same audience. It's just whether you choose to listen or not. But a nigga done been putting certain shit into the music for so long that it's not going to be like a total transformation. Like, oh my gosh, this nigga just went J. Cole. Fuck.
Right.
Fuck no, I'm still on the same shit. Eternal Trauma. The cover is my dead cousin. And the cover is me and my cousin rapping at a show, at a teenage club when I'm like 13, 14 or something in Antioch or something like that. Nigga, this is Eternal Trauma. This shit gonna last forever. Niggas took my nigga. I'll never get him back. He can't rap with me no more. This who I started rapping with.
So no matter what, you gonna carry that with you.
So this is gonna be eternal trauma, nigga, forever. I'm gonna feel this forever. It's never going away. The same way your pain ain't never going away. All this shit is just gonna be trauma that we having that ain't never gonna go away. But how we gonna deal with it? How we gonna live with it? How we gonna grow with it?
And what's the drop date?
7/7.
So
tomorrow.
Day after tomorrow.
Day after tomorrow.
Yeah.
Nah, but you know it come out at 9.
Oh, right. Yeah.
It come out at 9 p.m. on Thursdays.
We're going to drop this the same day. So we'll make sure that people, at least a clip, and then maybe on that Friday we'll drop the whole joint for people around. Because I want people to get a sense, because I feel like this contextualizes the project very well. You spoke very well. Now, I was introduced to you through DJ Phrase One. You've been doing some work with him that's been fire as well.
Yeah, we did some shit on his album that he put out, The Throne. Yup, we did some shit on there. I think I left some other shit with him. Excuse me, but what's ironic about that is when I was there doing that song for him, I had ran into this producer nigga named Quaz, who was engineering, and I ain't had no beats and shit. So I'm like, bro, you got beats? He like, yeah, I got beats. I produce and shit. So he was pulling that beats. So like, probably I'd say like 50% of these beats that I actually used on this album is from that producer that I met at the studio with Phrase One.
Okay. Okay. That's dope. That's hella dope. And Phrase is really good at that, at like bringing people together and connecting pieces. Can we look out for some more work with you and Phrase?
For sure. Definitely. Bro, we putting shit together.
Streets need that. I think y'all make a good combination. How did y'all even link up?
Man, I'd be lying if I told you how, bro. I really don't know. Oh, I think through Raven Justice.
Okay.
Through Raven Justice. Yeah. I think Raven Justice had tapped me in with him.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
And there's a lot in Vallejo. Do you have you worked with La Russell before?
Nah, but I see you doing this thing. He come on my section though.
I'd like to see, because I feel like where his mind state is at, and what you talking about.
Yeah, for sure.
I feel like that'd be a cool little collab.
For sure. I fuck with he pushing. He on that independent wave type shit. Like he pushing that.
He be really rapping too.
Yeah.
Like he nice.
Yeah, he pushing that type of shit.
La Russell, one of them ones. Yeah. Now, with that being said, before we Skype out, I got to give a shout out to Royalty Honey USA. That's our sponsor. Do you know about the honey packs?
I know about them, but I ain't never fucked with it though. I know a few niggas who fucked with it though.
I'll tell you what, number one, all natural sexual enhancement product on the market, Royalty Honey USA. Next time I'm giving the bitch some back shots and a back rub, you feel me? Like my boy Young P.O. says, I'm gonna be off that Royalty Honey USA. Go to Royalty Honey USA.
Going crazy off that honey pack though. I ain't gonna lie. That shit was a little motion for a minute. A few niggas like in the hood and shit was off them honey, going to the store grabbing them honey packs.
See, these them real ones. This ain't like the little gas station dick pills.
Real,
like
some different shit. Nah, I'm not talking about the rhinos.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the real honey packs.
Yeah, these joints right here.
Smoke shops and shit was selling.
They be having
like, it was just at the time everybody was on that shit. Well, I think Meek Mill or somebody was pushing that honey pack shit, and then everybody started trying to fuck with it.
I ain't gonna lie, I may or may not allegedly have tried a few of them, you feel me? And these ones are my favorite because, you know, it's all natural. If you go to royaltyhoneyyusa.com, put in discount code Lush Uno, one word, LUSHUNO, one word, all caps, but there's no cap. This shit really work. It'll make you light as a feather, stiff as a board, knocking it down like never before. And to y'all ladies, it works for y'all too. It'll turn your pool into
an oasis.
So they got the honey packs for the shorties too.
They work for the shorties too.
Oh way.
Yeah, you feel me?
Oh way.
For that slippery.
Oh
for that. My boy.
Girls was taking that.
Oh no, yeah. And then they got the. Apparently,
so is it the same shit? Or
it's the same shit.
Different ones?
No, it's the same shit. It worked for both of them. Oh, yeah. Oh. Apparently, you know, I don't drink no more. I'm, you know, I'm.
So have you fucked with a bitch that took a honey pack?
I have.
Difference? Have you fucked with a bitch that was no honey pack, but the same bitch though?
I have fucked the same bitch. I've done
with
an A/B comparison. And let's just say, you feel me? There's an extra level of enthusiasm and lubrication and all that. She be extra wet. She be extra wild. I ain't even mad at it. We was both off of it, and yeah, them things work. Apparently, there's this thing called a baby maker. It's the Royalty Honey USA with the Hennessy with the pineapple juice, and that's the formula right there. Like,
oh, so they mixing the honey pack with the Hennessy?
Yeah.
Ooh,
gonna make you be like Spider-Man. You gonna be Miles Morales shooting spider webs out that motherfucker, fool. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
I heard that the alky mix with that shit kind of be taking away the honey pack though. Like,
I never experienced it because I don't drink
like
no more.
You more off the bottle than the honey pack.
See, I don't be drinking, so I can't.
Because the thing about it is when you off the bottle, sometimes you don't remember that shit.
That's true.
Like, so it'd be like, I'm guessing off the honey pack, it must be like a perk or something.
Like that's the best way I could describe it.
It's more like you like in it while you in it.
You
in it because when you off that bottle, you damn near out it while you
right. No, you focused.
But I guess when you off that shit, you must be in it while you're in it.
You focus like, look, it's gonna get you up. It's gonna keep you up, and it's gonna make it. You feel me? Do what it
crazy. Do. So is it like a shot of Hennessy, or are they promoting like a?
They not promoting it. This is what the streets is promoting.
Is that a cocktail?
That's a little cocktail.
Baba.
the Alibaba. Look. You could
you off that Baba, off that Hennessy Baba. It's over.
I'm gonna tell you like
ain't
this.
Gonna remember it tomorrow.
You could put
bro.
That shit tastes good. The honey pack by itself, or you can put it in whatever. You put it in fucking honey and tea.
You can put it in some. I think it was like on Instagram or some shit like that.
Yeah,
bitches was making some salmon or some shit through the honey pack.
You can put it in whatever.
In the glaze.
That shit.
That's some foul shit though. If you didn't know that the honey pack was in there,
it's got to look. I do not.
Went through the pack in there on your dumb ass.
I do not endorse any non-consensual honey pack use. You gotta be in it to win it. You feel me? You gotta know what you're getting into. We're not fucking around with none of that weird shit. But that shit worked for me.
I seen motherfuckers squirt like 4 honey packs on that fucking food. Like,
bruh, I wouldn't.
This shit tastes like honey pack salmon, or what?
It just tastes like honey, fool. It's like regular old honey.
Oh, okay.
But I'm definitely personally, I'm a 1-pack player. I ain't needing all that. I
seen an interview with the bandman Kevo nigga. He was talking about he took 2 honey packs.
I'll see like. It's all eyes on me, but I don't need Tupac. You feel me? I don't need Tupac.
That nigga did a 2-pack. He said he went crazy.
Hey, to each his own.
Demo down. What a skit out the whip with the 100 round. Away.
Knocking him down. My boy Young T.O., any final words for the people you want them to know?
Hell yeah, man. I got this Eternal Trauma dropping 7/7. I got Free My Brother 19, man, Lil Chic. I got some shit for him dropping on his B-Day. Single called Free 9 Campaign. I got another EP dropping after that. Probably like my whole plan for this year really was to drop something like every 3 weeks. So like I'm gonna probably drop. So like after this drop another 3 weeks, I'm gonna drop that single. Then like a 3 weeks or a month after that, I'm gonna drop this Real Model EP. Then 3 months after that, it might be another single or this tape Top Hated 2 with Viber Beats. I'm gonna drop that. Then I got some shit. Hopefully my brother out by then. We could get this Ballin' Like Tutu going. What else I got coming?
And it's all Real Boy Entertainment. It's
Hell
all-
yeah. I got a tape with my cousin, Yhung Wayne. Females on my Trap Line 3. We gonna drop that sometime into this year. And then I might have one more EP dropping this year too. Other than that, I don't know. But I'm just
You working.
bro. I ain't gonna lie. Hell yeah.
You working. Young T.O.
Yeah.
2023 looking like it's about to be yours, bro.
Most def.
Go crazy with it. All my
After that, we gonna keep this shit lit.
Keep pushing. Keep pushing. I'm tuned in. All the constituents of Lush World are tuned in. With that being said, like, share, subscribe, drop some comments. Let the homie know what you think.
Off top.
Happy Mac Dre Day. You feel me? And with that being said, we about this biatch. Out this biatch.